The following is a special Wayne Hills Television sports presentation.
Welcome to Depaul Catholic High School here in Wayne, New Jersey, where today the 8th-seeded Wayne Hills at 9-9 are set to take on the number 1 seed Depaul Catholic Spartans, who come in at 7-9. I'm Aaron Hood, joined alongside my broadcast partner Isaiah Ahumada. And Isaiah, here on a Saturday afternoon, the Patriots coming in here to take on the Spartans in the quarterfinal round of the Passaic County Tournament. The winner will move on to the semis to play the winner of number 4 Lakeland and number 5 Manchester. But for now, let's focus on today here at DePaul. Wayne Hills looking for a road win. Isaiah, let's go into our key players. I'll go first. My key player is the junior guard, Sam Graff, and she's the second leading scorer for Wayne Hills, 9.4 points a game. You saw her in that Valley game. She had a great game. She can shoot from the outside. She can run the offense, get inside. She's a playmaker, and she's really an all-around guard who can do it all. And as a junior, her second year on varsity, for 2 years she's been playing excellent basketball. She's continuing here, as I mentioned, just under 10 points a game and 9.4 for Sam Graff. She's going to be key if the Patriots want to come away with a win here on the road. Isaiah, for your key player, who is it?
Key player is going to be Sarah Park. In the last Valley game, she's hit a couple of nice threes to keep the Patriots in the game against Valley. Last time we did a broadcast for the girls' game, but of course she's able to hit from the outside. She can also take it in for an easy 2, and I got a chance to interview her in a new segment of In the Paint. Welcome to In the Paint. I'm here with Sarah Park, who plays for the girls' basketball team, and you guys beat Pompton last week. What went well in that game?
I just really think we brought the energy that game, and we were coming off a few wins the past couple games. So I think the energy and the starting 5 really brought the energy to the game. So I think that was our main focus of the game to win it.
All right, you guys are getting set to face off against the first seed, DePaul, and this afternoon. And what do you guys need to do to pull up the upset?
Well, again, we need to come out ready and start off strong, because lately, whenever we start off not as intensely, we haven't really been pushing. But I feel like boarding and again just pushing the energy and being ready for the game will really help us.
Okay, thank you. That's all the time we have, and we'll be right back.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Positano Pizza, the finest Italian cuisine and pizzeria. Show us your Wayne Hills student ID to get 2 slices of pizza or a bowl of pasta plus a drink for only $5.
Welcome back to DePaul Catholic High School. Moments away from tip-off. Both sides fired up, but quickly let's take a look at the starting 5 for Wayne Hills. So it's the junior guard, Sam Graff, junior forward, Katarina Lepore, Abby Wellman, and D'Angelo Martinovic, the 2 seniors out there. And then the underclassman, Katie Gordon, number 23, the guard, will round out the starting 5 for Wayne Hills. And on the other side for DePaul, Olivia Pizer, Riley Sikorsky, Ariana Silva, Taylor Gonzalez, and Jamie Roberts. Pizer and Sikorsky, seniors, Roberts a junior, and Silva and Gonzalez, sophomores. And here we go. So here we go from the Passaic County quarterfinal round. Once again, the winner moving on to take on the winner of Lakeland and Manchester next week in the semifinal game at Patterson Kennedy. So it'll be Martinovic against Silva to jump it up. No contest from Ariana Silva, and D'Angelo Martinovic controls the tip for Wayne Hills. And here's Weltman looking underneath for Martinovic. She flips it up. Too strong. And the rebound by DePaul.
Once again, the last time we broadcast the girls' game, D'Angelo had many opportunities under the rim where she missed, but then got it going in the second half. So let's see if she can start it in the first half.
Kick out. Here's Pizer on a 3. It's too strong. Long rebound, Gonzalez in the corner. Harassed by Gordon. Gets it along the baseline. And out of bounds. DePaul to inbound now. Silva, the sophomore, will inbound for the Spartans, who again, are the number 1 seed in the Passaic County tournament, but a losing record, and may seem like they're undeserving of the number 1 seed. They started the year 6-1, and in the second half of the year have obviously not played as well. They've lost 7 of their last 8, including a stretch where they lost 7 in a row, Isaiah. So the Spartans have now turned the ball over, and they're kind of on the decline. A 7 loss stretch, 7 of their last 8. So Wayne Hill's looking to take advantage here in a hostile environment in DePaul. So here's Graff, launch it up against Sikorsky now across the timeline, down low. Weltman can finish, but she's fouled, and Abby Weltman, the senior, will go to the line for 2 shots.
I like what the Patriots are doing defensively, getting to the person with the ball with that on the DePaul team. So far, pretty good. Causing a turnover and getting the ball back and now they're at the free throw line.
Weltman on the first, too strong off the right side of the rim. 1 minute and 5 seconds gone by here in the opening quarter. And Weltman's second is up and good. So Wayne Hill's on the board first, 1-0 Patriots with 6:50 to play in the opening quarter. Here's Gonzalez. Here's Pizer now on the near side near the Spartans logo. Now here's Riley Sikorsky, the leading scorer for the Spartans at just over 10 points a game. A week ago today, last Saturday the 8th, had 24 points, the season high, against Clifton. So the leading scorer for DePaul, she's a threat from the inside and the outside. Here's Gonzalez now trying to 3. No good. Markonovich, Stein for the rebound. Fight for the ball. And they'll get last touch on DePaul. It's going the other way. Wayne Hill's basketball.
Of course, Angela's pretty dominant under the rim, getting the rebounds, as she's one of the tallest players on this team.
So Graff up top. Kick to the corner. Wellman inside the three-point line to the middle for Lepore. Nearly had a loss. Should have been a foul. Looked like she got hit. No call. Here's Gonzalez the other way for the Spartans, racing up the court. Now across half court. Kick to the corner. In the middle, Sikorsky gets a good look. It's good. Or that's Ariana Silver, rather, giving DePaul the lead. She knocks down the jumper from just beyond the free throw line, and it's 2-1 DePaul. 5:42 to go. Rafa Density up. They love that look down low to Markonovich. She catches, flips it up off glass, and gets it to go. Dangela Markonovich, the leading scorer for Wayne Hills at 9.5 points a game. Gets her first bucket there. Wayne Hills leads 3-2.
Like I said, she gets those looks all the time, but in the last Valley game, she struggled in the first half, got to go in the second half, and now let's see if she can get it going in this half here.
Silva swarmed by multiple Patriots, and she's fouled, so now she'll inbound along the DePaul baseline. DePaul running that stat set. They've got 4 lined up. Looking for someone is Silva. She can't get it to someone, and she has to flip it up top near the mid-court line to Pizer. Gonzalez was wide open. She was standing there for a couple seconds. Pizer didn't see her. She tries to flip it cross court to Sikorsky, and she can't handle the pass. And Wayne Hills forces another turnover, and they'll come the other way with it, up by 1.
Patriots playing very well defensively. Pretty good offensive team, not going to lie.
Graff, couple of crossovers. Here's Gordon, the sophomore, the only underclassman in the lineup for Wayne Hills. And now Sikorsky and Roberts forcing a jump ball with Lepore, but possession arrow points the way of Wayne Hills. They retain possession. They'll inbound here along the near baseline.
At that Valley game, the Patriots and Valley had a lot of sloppy turnovers, but so far, Patriots have picked it up so far in this game.
Gordon to inbound. She's looking for someone. No one's coming to the ball. They did it to Graff here on the near side. Checked by Gonzalez. Now Gordon. Open look for the 3, and she hits it. Wayne Hills comes out as the aggressor. They rule it a long 2. It's 5-2. Wayne Hills in front by 3. 4:42 to play here in the opening quarter of this quarterfinal Passaic County matchup. Passaic County tournament matchup. Pizer thought about the deep 3. She pulls it back out. Gordon and Weltman here at the top of the zone. Now Gonzalez controls. Looking underneath for Roberts. Nice catch. She flips it up. No good. Off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Lepore.
Looked like she just threw that one up there. That's why it did not go in.
Here's Graff. Nice move. Reverse. No good. Off the bottom of the rim and rebounded by Roberts.
Just threw it up there a little too early as she did not get past under the rim.
Pizer kicked out. Sikorsky looking in the top for Gonzalez. And she turned out of the pass. It'll be a backcourt violation. Wayne Hills forcing yet another turnover early on, Isaiah.
Like I said, this team's pretty good defensively. Started out pretty bad against Valley with those turnovers, but they picked it up in this game. And now they're causing Depaul to make those turnovers.
Lepore to a wide open Wellman who finishes with the left hand. And it's 7-2 Wayne Hills. They draw a timeout by the Spartans, and look at Wayne Hills. They're pumped up. Coach Green's team comes out, and they're up 5 early.
Yeah,
just halfway, past the halfway point in the first quarter, and Wayne Hills already 7 points. And Isaiah, they're firing on all cylinders offensively.
Yeah, this Patriots squad has many open shots and open opportunities under the basket. And of course, that three-pointer on the right side of the court, which is also open. So, DePaul is going to have to pick that up and have to change something defensively.
Well, their leading scorer, Riley Sikorsky, number 22, the senior, hasn't really gotten many looks at the basket. And credit that, to the Wayne Hills defense. Running out of that zone, they do a good job of clogging up the middle and making sure, there's no real middle penetration for any kickouts or, just drives to the bucket. So Wayne Hills, defensively and offensively, have come out strong here on the road. So Gonzalez, Wellman checks her right at the half-court line. She crosses over, finds Sikorsky, now back to Gonzalez. Open three from the top, no good. And Martinovic has the rebound for Wayne Hills.
That was the most open shot that the Patriots could have given DePaul.
Graff kicked to the corner, Lepore nearly lost it. Diving on the floor for it. And Coach Green going to use a timeout there as Lepore was in trouble. So timeout Wayne Hills. Only 7 seconds off the clock there. So 3:27 to go now in the opening quarter. Wayne Hills still at 5, 7-2 Patriots.
I mean, it's a pretty smart timeout, but Dangella had the hands on the ball, so she could have done something with it. So I don't know.
Coach Green probably didn't see her in the corner. Like you said, she came and took it from Lepore, but again, Coach Green maybe not having the angle, but nonetheless, he calls a timeout, gets his squad to regroup. They're up by 5, and honestly, Isaiah, they come out, and they just looked a step ahead of DePaul. They're just kind of outworking them defensively, and then offensively, they're getting all these good looks, and DePaul just looks a step behind on defense.
If they keep getting these open looks, you can really see an upset against this first seed DePaul team.
Yeah, DePaul, the number 1 seed, coming in at 7-9, like we've mentioned. As off the inbound pass is stolen by Silva. They were looking for Martinovic, and a turnover by Wayne Hills. DePaul gets it back, but DePaul 4-8 in the Mid North. Haven't won a game in their division. 0-5 in the United now. Granted, it's probably the best division in all of the Mid North, but DePaul a losing record in their overall record, their conference record, and their division record. They haven't even won one game. So for them to be the number 1 seed, it just shows you how good of a start they got off to. Here's Gonzalez off the pass from Silva. Now other side, working it. Pizer and Sikorsky play catch. Sikorsky, here's a 3, and she knocks it down. The senior from long range cuts the lead to 2, 7-5 Wayne Hills with 2:50 to go here in the first.
Well, that's just the biggest thing that the Patriots have let up all game.
And now the pass is jumped by Roberts. She comes the other way. 2-on-2 break. It was knocked away by Lepore, and now off a loose ball, Roberts gets a wide open look underneath, and we're tied up 7-7 as DePaul has run off 5 points in a row to tie this one.
Now the sloppy turnovers what had Valley winning in this before the second half in that Valley game.
Here's Graff trying to answer with a 3. No good. Offensive rebound, Martinovic. Pound dribble off glass, no. Gordon fighting for the rebound. DePaul coaches want to walk, no call. And now we approach under 2 minutes to play in the first. They worked it underneath to Martinovic, and she's hit and fouled by Silva. And Dangella will go to the line for 2 shots.
And that was a good foul by DePaul because Dangella would have had an easy opportunity to score 2 points.
2:03 to go in the opening quarter. Here's Martinovic at the line. Her first is up and good.
And to mention, this Patriots team is really good at the free throw line. We saw it a lot at the Valley game, making every shot, nothing but net.
the junior Pauline Lombardo coming in for DePaul. And for Wayne Hills, number 10, the freshman Shannon Ty into the game. Here's Pizer at the top. Now underneath is Roberts. Short, and it's rebounded by Martinovic. Here's Graff driving, kick out Weltman. Down low again for Martinovic. She lost it on the pound dribble, and then Sikorsky knocks the ball out of bounds. She was looking for Weltman in the corner. And now Sarah Park into the game for Wayne Hills.
That was a good block because Abby Wellman was wide open for the three. I could have put the Patriots up by 4.
Park to inbound. To Teed, and now here's Shannon Teed, the freshman, controlling against Pizer. Nearly losing her dribble, and they'll get a foul on Pizer. DePaul thought it was a walk, but before Teed took too many steps, Pizer reached in. So a minute and a half, just over a minute and a half, 1:31 to go in the opening quarter. Wayne Hills up 8-7.
Well, the refs are always going to get the last call, and you saw it against in that Lakeland game. The refs, made some controversial calls, but the fans weren't having it, but they're always going to get the last call.
Here's Graff, and she can't handle the pass from Teed. Another turnover for Wayne Hills, and DePaul will come the other way down 1. A minute 18 to go. It's 8-7 Patriots over the Spartans.
And those are those turnovers that you don't need, and those are the turnovers that they had against that Valley game. But luckily, they came out in the second half and cleaned that up, and that's something they got to do here now.
Lombardo and Pizer playing catch up top. Good job again by that Wayne Hills defense out of that zone, especially Weltman working side to side, allowing no penetration from the Spartans up top. Now Sikorsky. Under a minute to play. 50 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Bounce pass for Roberts, and again, DePaul working around the arc. In the corner, Pizer. Now Sikorsky. Maybe holding for one shot over the Spartans. Never mind. In the middle for Roberts. Her shot off glass, no good. It rims out. And Park with the rebound, and maybe there's a chance for Wayne Hills to hold for one. We'll see what Coach Green wants. Going hard with the left hand is Graff. Kick out Teed for 3, and she hits it. Shannon Teed, the freshman, knocking down a 3. And now, here's DePaul. 10 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Wayne Hills by 4. And now Teed deflects the ball out of bounds in front of the Wayne Hills bench. With 9.1, Katie Ortega checks in for Wayne Hills. Abby Weltman takes a seat. And here comes the junior Jenna Entman. Her fellow junior Sam Graff takes a seat for Wayne Hills with 9.1.
No, I said this team is pretty good at free throws, but they're also good at shooting from the outside, and that's why this team is so successful.
Lombardo, 5 seconds to go for DePaul. That pass is knocked away in the middle by Ortega. They've got 2 seconds. And she was looking for Teed. She throws it away, but won't matter at the end of 1. How about Wayne Hills, Isaiah? Impressive. 11-7 Hills.
You're very impressive getting open looks, and they're taking those open looks and making those shots.
And we will be back for the second half action after a quick break.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Positano Pizza, the finest Italian cuisine and pizzeria. Show us your Wayne Hills student ID to get 2 slices of pizza or a bowl of pasta, plus a drink for only $5.
And we are back from DePaul Catholic High School in Wayne. The Patriots of Wayne Hills are up 4 after a quarter, Isaiah. 11-7 Patriots looking for an upset on the road here today.
Yeah, Aaron, before we cut out, you said second half instead of second quarter, but it's okay. It's okay. It's a mistake that we all have. We're only human.
Thank you for reminding me. So as we get set to begin the second, DePaul with Roberts, Pizer, Lombardo, Sikorsky, and Silva. Wayne Hills rivals with Ortega, Park, Teed, Etman, and Lepore. And quickly a foul on Wayne Hills, so DePaul to inbound again on the near baseline. It's Pizer controlling for the Spartans. 11-7 Patriots. Wayne Hills up 4 after a quarter, and Ortega with yet another steal. She knocks it away from Lombardo.
Now this Patriots team has get better at passing. That's why they get too many turnovers.
The freshman T controlling against Silva. Now it's Etman at the top. Another handoff Teed. Check by Silva. Ooh, and DePaul wants an illegal screen. Teed turns around and tries a three. No, rebound Park, and their shot off glass goes. Wayne Hills up 6 now, 13-7 Patriots.
And there goes my key player, Sarah Park, with her first points of the game.
Lombardo to Pizer. Wayne Hills can, look at this energy coming from the bench. Defensively, offensively, Wayne Hills through the first quarter in about 1 minute and 10 seconds have played excellent basketball on the road here against the number 1 seed.
You know, right now the seniors aren't even out on the court, but they're encouraging the players to play well.
Here's Sikorsky from the corner, short, and the rebound to Silva. Good job by Ariana Silva fighting on the offensive boards, and now Sikorsky is bumped, and she will go to the line for 2 shots, try and cut this lead back to 4 for DePaul.
Not the best so far in this game. Patriots are really taking it to DePaul, the first seed. And I really like what they're doing, getting those open opportunity shots, and they're making them all.
Sikorsky's first rattles home. Taylor Gonzalez comes back on for DePaul, as well as number 10, Jessica Fedroff, the senior. So DePaul subbing in Gonzalez, the sophomore who started the game, as well as Fedroff, the senior, and Sikorsky knocks down her second from the line. So Riley Sikorsky 2 of 2 there, cutting the lead back to 4. 13-9, Wayne Hills. Just over 1.5 minutes gone by here in the second. Lepore at the top to a Curlin Park now. Against Gonzalez. Now Edmond at the top.
Right now it looks like they're looking for something in the middle.
Ortega, tough shot. One bounce to the back of the rim. No. Rebound Silva. DePaul coming the other way with it now. 4 starters for Wayne Hills get up off the bench and head to the scores table. Wellman, Martinovic, Gordon, and Graff. So a big substitution here coming for Wayne Hills. Kick to the corner. Now Sikorsky up top. Gonzalez crossover against 2 Wayne Hills defenders, and Park, the last line of defense, bumps Gonzalez. So Taylor Gonzalez, the sophomore, now goes to the line for 2 shots. 5:39 to go here in the second.
Sarah didn't really have to do that. She had space to work with to try and just contest that shot and get it right in front of her face.
Gonzalez knocks down the first. And here come the 4 Wayne Hills subs. Gordon, Martinovic, Wellman, and Graff back into the game. So Wayne Hills has their starting 5 back on the court here with 5:39 to go in the second quarter once again. Gonzalez trying to go 2 of 2 from the line and cut this to a 2-point game. And she does. She knocks down both. The sophomore with 2 big free throws. So it's 13-11. Patriots still up 2. As Graff finding Lepore, top of the key, was looking for a cutting. Gordon couldn't get to her. Graff, great job to save it along the baseline. And she finds Martinovic, and Wayne Hills pulls it out. Gordon at the top against Pizer. She might have gotten bumped. Going hard to the cup. She finishes plus a foul.
What a move. No DePaul player was on top of her, so she got an easy way to the basket and scored easy and got to and 1.
Gordon, the sophomore, the underclassman who averages just over 5 points a game, looking for a 3-point play here. It would be a big one as Lombardo back into the game for DePaul. 5:15 to go. And Gordon's free throw rims out. Fight for the rebound. Lepore gets on the ground for it again with Sikorsky. Another jump ball, and the possession arrow will point to Wayne Hills. So Wayne Hills does a good job of retaining possession there. And Lepore will inbound along the baseline. They're up 4, 15-11, Patriots. Lepore flips it up top to Graff. She pulls a 3 and no good. Off the side of the rim, just grazing the rim and out of bounds. And DePaul will come the other way.
I think the hesitation is what made her miss that shot. She was thinking about it. You know, when you have the opportunity, you just got to shoot. She just got to shoot.
Gonzalez against Wellman at the top. Chip to the corner, Satorsky. Nice move. She crossed over along the baseline. And we'll see what the call is. Looks like they'll get a bump. It'll be a foul on Wayne Hills. And Silva to inbound for DePaul. Here comes Shannon Teed back into the game for the Patriots. Kat Laporte taking a seat. 4:55 to go in the first half. Gonzalez, tough shot. Too strong. And Martinovic rips away another rebound for the Patriots.
And a pretty good game from D'Angelo. Oh, no.
Grab,
Steal.
dangerously close to the half-court line, and Lombardo knocks it away. She comes down the other end and is fouled.
And that was a smart foul from Sam Graff, as she had clearly an open lane to the basket.
So Pauline Lombardo, the junior, now at the line for 2 shots. With her Spartans still down 4 with 4:36 to go in the first half. Her first no good. Jamie Roberts, the junior, back into the game for DePaul. Gonzalez takes a seat. Lombardo second, no good, so she misses both. And Teed has the rebound for the Patriots, so Wayne Hills catches a little bit of a break. And now underneath to Dornan against Sikorsky. Nice move, flips it up off glass, and she gets it to go. And Wayne Hills goes back up by 6, 17 to 11.
What a nice spin move by, that's just incredible.
To the middle for Silva, her pass is knocked away, and Teed has it. And now a foul on DePaul. Coach Green loves the effort. And Wayne Hills up 6 right now as we near the halfway point in the second. Patriots up 17 to 11.
Why wouldn't you love that effort? You're getting the steal. You made the point and you get the steal. It's incredible. This Patriots team, how they're playing against the first seed DePaul team.
Teed against Roberts. Cross court now, Martinovic at the top to a cutting Wellman. That pass is knocked away by Pizer.
Like I said, it's better at passing.
Shot no good. Rebound Roberts. Sikorsky, a deep 3. It's too short. And a rebound by Graff. Quickly she comes the other way now. Across the timeline up the far side. Into the paint. Flipping it up with the right hand. And she's fouled. So Sam Graff will go to the line and try to give Wayne Hills their biggest lead of the afternoon.
And that was a bit of a wild shot, but she got the foul anyway, so that's all that matters. She just have to knock them both down. And we already know this Patriots girls team can knock down their free throws.
The steal a second ago was by Fedorov, not Pizer. My apologies, but here's Graff at the line on her first. It's short off the front of the rim.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
3:36 to go here in the first half. Wayne Hills up 6, 17 to 11. Graff's second is good. So the Patriots up 7 now, 18 to 11. Wayne Hills with 3:31 to go. Lombardo, and that pass sails over the head of Fedorov. And Wayne Hills coming right back the other way after the quick DePaul turnover.
DePaul's playing very sloppy right now. Too many turnovers, and the Patriots are taking advantage of that. And you can tell by the scoreboard.
Lombardo out, Gonzalez in for the Spartans. The senior and sophomore switching spots. Now Martinovic shot off glass, was halfway down, but it rims out, and Sikorsky with the rebound. Had a chance to go up 9 there, did Wayne Hills, but Martinovic's shot rimmed out. They remain up 7. Sikorsky gets a good look on a 3. No good off the backboard, and Martinovic has another rebound.
And DePaul is not shooting well from the outside, so they're going to have to take it into the rim.
Graff up top against Gonzalez. And now a 3-second violation on Martinovic. She was looking for Graff, but she couldn't get it to her. So a offensive 3 seconds on Wayne Hills. They did it on Abby Weltman. And DePaul will come the other way with it. 2:44 to go, and they'll try and just cut this lead. I mean, Isaiah, we've seen it. Wayne Hills has just kind of, played some of their best basketball this season so far on the offensive end, through the first quarter and, about 6 minutes. As here's a jumper, no good. Rebound, Markonovich again.
I mean, they're just a great team defensively, and they get the rebounds, and of course, they cause other teams to get turnovers, and they're also really good at the free throw line and shooting from the outside.
Raff was looking for Dorton. Her pass was swatted out of bounds by Gonzalez. So with 2:18 now, Teed will inbound on the baseline for Wayne Hills. Teed flipping to the corner for Wellman.
So pass it around the outside. Waiting for an open look in the middle.
And Teed walked. Moved that pivot foot. Did the freshman. And now with 2:06. DePaul gets it back. Another substitution for the Spartans as they inbound here along the near side. Here's a three by Gonzalez. Oh, that one was halfway down off glass from the top of the tee, but DePaul can't get anything to go. Here's Dorton on the other end. Pull-up jumper. No good. Markonovich had the rebound. It was knocked away. Teed comes away with it for Wayne Hills, and now it's ripped away by Gonzalez. Good pace, back and forth action. She comes down the other end and flips it up with the left hand. She's fouled, so Taylor Gonzalez will go back to the line for 2 more. 1:40 to go.
A lot of fouls on transition, but that's something you need to do when they have an open lane to the basket.
Gonzalez on the first knocks it down. Number 15, Olivia Pizer, checked into the game a moment ago for DePaul, and now she checks right back out. Jamie Roberts back in for the Spartans. Gonzalez on her second, short off the side of the rim, and a rebound by Markonovich. Patriots up 6, 18-12. Wayne Hills. 1.5 minutes to go in the half. Gordon now against Satorski, spinning at the free throw line and regains her dribble. Looking inside now is Wellman from the win from Markonovich, but it was knocked away again by Silva.
This team is always looking for Markonovich down in the paint because she's a force to be reckoned in that area.
Wellman up top. She had a cutting grab. She flung into the corner for Park, and last touch on Sarah Park. So DePaul gets it right back. Another turnover. There's been some good offensive action in this one, Isaiah, but a lot of turnovers as well.
And there was a missed opportunity. She has a wide open lane. No one in front of Sam Graff at that point.
And now a turnover on DePaul. They get an offensive foul on Olivia Pizer, and again she comes right back down to the game, and Jamie Roberts back in for the Spartans. That's the second time that they've kind of just flipped offense and defense.
It's just very sloppy, but what are you going to do? You just got to keep playing, and of course, Patriots, they don't care about their sloppiness. They just keep going.
Under a minute now in the second. Here's Markonovich on the block. In to Silva, and she walked. Too many steps for Markonovich down low. Another Wayne Hills turnover with 52.5 seconds. Ortega into the game, and Weltman out for Wayne Hills.
The Patriots haven't scored in a while. They're just playing very good defensively, and because of those sloppy turnovers, and you just got to play better.
Both teams playing very well defensively, Isaiah. Neither team looks like it's going to crack 20 points here in the first half unless Wayne Hills can get a bucket late. And now they force a turnover. Park up ahead to Ortega. Good job by DePaul on the transition defense. And now here's Graffer, 3, no good. Off the side of the backboard, Sikorsky the rebound.
And once again, the hesitation causing the missed 3.
Roberts. Sikorsky now back up top, Gonzalez. 15 seconds now. Gonzalez gets a good look for 3. Too strong. Rebound Markonovich. Wayne Hills has 10 seconds. They'll get the last shot of the half now with Graff. Going towards the top, flipping it up, and she's fouled by Gonzalez. Good job by Graff getting into the paint with 3.2 seconds. Should go to the line for 2 more shots, Will the junior.
And these fouls are really helping the Patriots because they can hit those free throws.
Graf's first is up and good. Nothing but net. Here comes Edmond in the game for Wayne Hills. Martinovic takes a seat. Lombardo and Pizer come in for Depaul. So Graf knocking down the first, so try and hit both to give Wayne Hills an 8-point lead with 3.2 seconds to go here in the first half. And her second is up and good. Pizer, or excuse me, this is Lombardo launching. Oh, and she knocks it down. Will it count?
What an insane shot.
Wow, from almost half court, Pizer knocked it down. They counted.
Wow.
What an unfortunate break for Wayne Hills, but what a break for Depaul. A long three at the end of the half, and just like that, Wayne Hills goes into the locker room only up 5, 20-15 Wayne Hills at the end of the half, Isaiah.
I am very speechless. I did not think it was going to go in. I haven't seen that in a basketball game like at all this season, and that's just crazy. And of course, we spoke too soon as the Patriots scored 20 points. And I'd just like to say they played very well defensively, shutting out Depaul in this quarter. You know, they haven't had that many opportunities. Of course, the Patriots have had open looks the whole game.
Well, once again, at the end of the half from DePaul Catholic High School in Wayne, 20-15, Wayne Hills on top here from the Passaic County quarterfinal round. We will be back for second half action.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Positano Pizza, the finest Italian cuisine and pizzeria. Show us your Wayne Hills student ID to get 2 slices of pizza or a bowl of pasta, plus a drink for only $5.
And we are back at DePaul Catholic High School. Under a minute to go until second half action between Wayne Hills and DePaul. Patriots up 5 at the break, 20-15. So Isaiah, Wayne Hills, good offensive half, good defensive half by the Patriots. And, it's not easy coming in here, not playing in your home building, a little bit of a hostile environment in a Passaic County tournament, a quarterfinal game. Nonetheless, Wayne Hills has played very well. They've looked very comfortable. So what do they have to do, to continue that and walk out of this building with a W and move on to the semifinal?
Well, of course, you want to cut the turnovers. DePaul has had too many turnovers, which is why the scoreboard is how it is. And, of course, they got to, keep getting those open shots and start making them. That's been working so far in this game, and it's, that's why they're up by 5 points. So it's not bad from the Patriots squad, and they just got to keep it going.
So Wayne Hills with their starting 5 to begin the second half. Wellman, Martinovic, Graf, Lepore, and Gordon. And DePaul will rival with their starting 5. Sikorsky, Roberts, Gonzalez, Pizer, and Silva. So DePaul with it to begin the second half. Down 5 are the Spartans. Here's Pizer in the corner, spinning. She gets it to Roberts up top. Gonzalez now trying to break that zone, and Wayne Hills, you see with the two girls up top, and Weltman and Gordon doing a good job forcing another turnover there by Gonzalez. So 19 seconds into the second half, Wayne Hills up 5, 20-15, and let's see if they can kind of break away here, Isaiah. Maybe go up double digits in this third quarter. Well, that's not a great way to start. A turnover right off the bat. Coach Green visibly upset. Here comes Sikorsky down the other way. Coast to coast goes Riley Sikorsky, and she finishes with the right hand, and DePaul has cut it to 3. 20-17 Wayne Hills.
That's exactly what I said the Patriots squad doesn't need to do. They have to cut the turnovers. Of course, they start off with a turnover, which is really bad.
Now they look down low for Lepore. That pass is knocked away.
And another turnover.
Silva with the right hand is fouled by Martinovic. And Ariana Silva will go to the line for 2 shots now for DePaul.
DePaul coming out strong, getting to the rim. Unlike in the first quarter, the first half, where they just kept shooting from the outside.
Silva's first is strong off the back of the rim. 56 seconds gone by here in the third. So here is Silva on her second. It's good. So she cuts it to 2. 2-point game. Wayne Hills 20, DePaul 18. As now just over a minute gone by here in the third. Here's Martinovic at the top. Checked by Silva. Now Lepore on the wing. Weltman with the right hand. Good job by Sikorsky to cut off that driving lane for Weltman. Here's Gordon. She had a big first half, the sophomore. Now here's Graff with the right, looking for Weltman along the baseline. She flips it up with the right hand and gets it to go. Abby Weltman puts Wayne Hills back up by 2 possessions, 22-18 Patriots with 6:22 to go in the third.
Which is just a nice floater from Abby Weltman. No one in front of her, took the space to get that shot in.
They look for Roberts down low, and it's knocked away, so DePaul to inbound along the baseline. Now it'll be Silva. Silva to Satorsky, who slips free, and she lays it in with the right hand. Again, Riley Satorsky scoring underneath. It's back to 2, 22-20 Wayne Hills. Lepore trying to answer with a 3. No good off the rim, and rebounded by Silva. Here she comes. Looked like an offensive foul, a push-off. They did it on Wayne Hills. Wow, I think they got it on Lepore. That looked like a push-off, an offensive foul, but nonetheless, they did it on Lepore, and now she comes out. Shannon Teed back into the game, the freshman for Wayne Hills.
I was gonna say, I like what the Paul's coming out in the second half more aggressively, getting inside the rim, and that's what I like to see from this DePaul team.
Now Roberts fouled off the pass from Gonzalez, so Wayne Hills playing a little bit sloppy to begin the second half. Isaiah, turnovers and committing fouls, so Wayne Hills got to twin up their act a little bit. We saw it in the first, despite a lot of the turnovers. They played pretty consistently on the offensive end, but here comes DePaul. They've come out of the half strong on the offensive end. Now Gordon in transition, going up with the right hand, no good. Coach Green wanted the foul. He didn't get the call. So now Satorsky on the other end. Pizer in the corner. DePaul down 2. Satorsky, a 3 for the lead, no good. And a rebound by Graff.
Not that bad start from DePaul. Now the Patriots are going to look to get something in this second half.
Graff to Gordon at the top of the tee, checked by Pizer. Couple of crossovers, now Teed. Pick and roll with Martinovic, tipped to the corner. Graff thought about a 3. Good defense by Gonzalez. And now Graff has it at the top once again. Here comes another screen from Martinovic. Here's Graff, a deep 3, no good. And Satorsky has the rebound for the Spartans.
It's just a little too hard from Sam Graff. It wasn't a light one, but it was she pushed it off. It's a bit too much.
Silva from the baseline, jumper no good, and it's rebounded by the Patriots. Now Graff near the Spartan logo on the far side in front of her own bench with the right hand right to the rim, and she lays it in up off glass. Sam Graff, a free look at the rim there, and she converts. And Wayne Hills back up by 4, 24-20.
And there we go, DePaul giving the Patriots again wide open lanes to the basket, and that was a common thing in the first half.
To the middle for Roberts. Here's Pizer on a deep 3, short off the front of the rim. Graff the rebound. Here comes Wayne Hills. Graff nearly loses it, but she gets it right back. Now in the far corner, crossover against Gonzalez. Nice move by Graff. She looked like she was going to pull up. Nice hesitation, and she gets to the bucket again, and she'll go back to the line for 2 shots. She's fouled by Gonzalez.
And Sam Graff really good at cutting around defenders and just trying to get inside the paint, and that's why she's scored so many points.
A little more than halfway through this third quarter. Graff's first. Rims in and out. Ortega and Park into the game for Wayne Hills. Lombardo in for DePaul. Gonzalez takes a seat for DePaul. Katie Gordon and Abby Weltman out for Wayne Hills. Here's Graff on her second. And it is no good. It rims out. And the rebound by Lombardo now. So Graff unable to hit either free throw from the line. An empty trip. And Wayne Hills remains up by 4. Roberts to Pizer, and now Lombardo.
It's not a common thing you see from this Patriots team to miss both free throws.
Lombardo for 3, way too short. Catches a little bit of air and out of bounds. And now a timeout taken by DePaul with 3:35 to go in this third quarter. 24-20. Wayne Hills still on top by 4, Isaiah.
Yeah, not that bad from the Patriots. Started a little bit sloppy, but they got it going and getting nice, easy lanes to the basket.
Well, they're certainly functioning well offensively, but at a certain point, you got to start hitting your shots. Wayne Hills has done a good job of getting to the line and, converting down low. But, again, this DePaul team is tough, and Wayne Hills really hasn't gotten it going from the outside of a couple shots. So, Isaiah, if they can, flip a switch from three-point range, they could blow this one open up 4, and they've kind of been in control all game long, but they're just kind of missing that X factor, which, in my opinion, is the three-point shooting.
That's true. It did work in the first half, and they just got to get it going in the second half. Like I said, if they just do everything they did in the first half, they would be perfectly fine, and they can upset this first-seeded DePaul team.
Well, it would certainly be, a pretty painful blow to take if you're the Spartans. You've lost 7 of 8, and then, you're hosting the 8th seed, and to lose, it would be a tough blow for DePaul. But on the other side, Wayne Hill's trying to pull an upset, like you said, and move on to the semis next week at Kennedy. So Wayne Hill's trying to pull off a big upset here. They're up 4. Here's Weltman.
Even though the Patriots are an 8th seeded team, they're still a tough team to go up against. They have great stars that, can make those shots, and we've seen it. And, of course, the defense is great as well.
Wayne Hill's at 9-9, so trying to get over 500 here as well in this one are the Patriots. Good defense by Lombardo on Graff. That's now under 3 to go in the third. Here's Teed. The freshman has had a pretty good game for herself. Here's Graff trying to 3. No good. Fight for the rebound is tipped, and it was knocked away. Here's Graff now with the right hand, and she's fouled again. Graff going head down to the rim, Isaiah. She just keeps getting back to the free throw line.
Yeah, I was about to say that, Aaron. Just once again, she's getting into the rim and getting those foul calls. Just a great, play by Sam Graff. She's been playing well all game.
2:47 to go in the third, and Graff at the line for 2 more. Her first takes a bounce off the front of the rim and rolls in. So Graff now trying to hit this second one after an empty trip last time, trying to put the Patriots up by 6. And her second is up and good. So Graff knocks down both, making up for the empty trip a couple of minutes ago. And it's Wayne Hills by 6 now, 26-20 Patriots, with 2:37 to go in the third. Cross court, Lombardo to Pizer. Now to the middle for Roberts. Looking underneath for Sikorsky. Oh, she got hit. Oh, no, that was Silva who got hit. My apologies. Looks like she took a shot to the face, and this does not look good. As now the coaching staff and the trainers will come out.
Yeah, not a good look. You just hate to see it. We've seen many injuries for the boys basketball team, football, and it's just something you just don't want to see.
So, yeah, they're checking on Silva over there. Looks like she got hit in the nose, applying the towel there just in case of a bloody nose. She looks to be doing all right. She just, took a pretty hard hit there as Wayne Hills was coming the other way with it. But she is able to walk off the court, getting the round of applause from the fans and both benches. So Silva looks like she'll head back. Or no, I thought she was going to head back to the locker room, but maybe she'll just try and take a couple of moments there on the sideline. But both teams getting a chance here to kind of regroup. Wayne Hills is up 6, and Isaiah, we talked about it. It's been an entertaining one, a close one. But if you're Coach Green, you're trying to pull away right now. You're up 6 with 2:18 to go in the third. If you can run off a couple of buckets in a row and get this to a double-digit game, maybe you can kind of put on cruise control a little bit in the fourth as DePaul. Yeah. They've had a couple of answers, but really it's been all Wayne Hills so far.
It's just that defense. They're just playing very aggressive, and I'm just liking what this Patriots team has to do. They're just a really great team.
Marcella Toledo, the junior, number 32, is in for DePaul for the first time. Under 2 minutes to go in the third now. Lombardo and Pizer playing catch on the top, win to win. Sikorsky Wayne Hill's coach is calling for a 3-second violation, an offensive one. They wanted it on the Spartans. They continue to work it around the arc, does DePaul. Lombardo, bounce pass. Kick to the corner. Pizer a 3. It's good. Ava Pizer hits a 3 from the far corner, and she cuts the lead in half. A 3-point lead for Wayne Hills now. 26-23 with a minute and a half to go in the third.
And we talk about the Patriots pulling away, but of course, Paul is going to want to keep it close as much as possible.
Markonovich off glass. Doesn't go, but she's fouled. And back to the line goes D'Angelo Markonovich for 2 more shots.
Patriots getting many opportunities at the free throw line, and they're just a really good free throw shooting team.
A minute 22 to go here in the third. Markonovich on the first. It's short. So a good sign for DePaul. Ariana Silva, who took that hit in the face a minute ago, is right back in as Kayla Gonzalez joins her, the sophomore. So now Markonovich on the second. It's up and good. So back to a 4-point lead for Wayne Hills. 27-23, a minute 20 to go in the third. Pizer, checked by Wellman again at the top of that zone. Wayne Hills playing harassing defense at the top of that 2-3 zone. They've done a good job. They've held DePaul to 23, but they've only got 27 themselves. Here's Gonzalez going baseline right to the rim, and she finishes with the right hand.
She just cut around Markonovich and got an easy way to the basket. You just got to move around. You can't let that happen.
45 seconds to go in the third quarter. DePaul has cut it to 2. 27-25. Graff trying to answer. Reverse layup, too strong. Fight for the rebound. It's being tipped around. Last touch on DePaul. Wayne Hills will inbound along the baseline. And with 33.9, some more late quarter substitutions for Wayne Hills. Markonovich comes out and Jenna Ettman in for Wayne Hills. Teed inbounds to Ettman, right back to Teed. Working out of the corner against Gonzalez. Oh, DePaul wanted an up and down. They wanted the travel. It probably should have been. No call. Graff again is hit, and her shot goes.
Sam Graff just unstoppable getting into the paint. Just incredible by Sam Graff.
So DePaul begging for a turnover to be called, but instead Graff gets bumped and she finishes, so she'll try and complete a 3-point play now with her Patriots up by 4. 22 seconds on the dot to go here in the third. Here's Graff. On her second, she knocks it down. Katie Ortega to enter the game for Wayne Hills, and Graff, after hitting the free throw to put the Patriots up 5, will take the seat. So here's DePaul with Gonzalez across the timeline, or trying to get it across the timeline. Now she does it against Wellman. Tip to the corner, Sikorsky. 10 seconds to go for the Spartans now in the quarter. Lombardo, Pizer, tip to the corner. Sikorsky a 3, way too strong. Silva has the rebound. 1 second, she flips it up, and it's short off the rim. And at the end of 3, Wayne Hills up by 5, and they are in a good position to pull an upset here on a Saturday afternoon at DePaul. Up 5, 30-25 Patriots after 3 quarters.
And once again, they're up by 5 in the second half. They're up by 20-15. Of course, they cut it like this in the third quarter. It's pretty incredible what this Patriots team is doing against the first seed DePaul team.
Well, and its signing fourth quarter indeed is coming up. We will have it for you after another quick break. Aaron Hook, Isaiah Ahumada, we will be back for the fourth quarter action.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Positano Pizza, the finest Italian cuisine and pizzeria. Show us your Wayne Hills student ID to get 2 slices of pizza or a bowl of pasta, plus a drink for only $5.
And we are back at DePaul Catholic High School. Aaron Hook, Isaiah Ahumada with you. So entering the fourth, Patriots, the 8th seed here in the Passaic County Tournament, up by 5 against the 1 seed DePaul, trying to pull an upset here on the road. Isaiah, Wayne Hills has looked good all game long, but these final 8 minutes are all that counts. So Wayne Hills, what do they really have to do, either offensively, defensively? Just give me one thing you think they have to really excel in here to knock off DePaul.
Offensively, just give the ball to Sam Graff. She's been doing it all game. She's been taken to the rim. Hasn't worked out from the outside, but she's playing very well, just getting those fouls too.
Yeah, Graf with a couple of big plays. We mentioned in the pregame the second leading scorer for Wayne Hills. She's had a big day here again in this one. The shot was short on the three. Lepore finding a cutting Graf now on the offensive side for Wayne Hills, and now a foul. So DePaul off the air ball three from Lombardo. Wayne Hills was trying to go up by 7, but a foul. We'll have it coming the other way. DePaul to inbound now.
And DePaul saw that from a mile away, which is why they got that block by Sam Graff. And Sam Graff was trying to cause a foul.
Jessica Fedroff, the senior, backed in for the Spartans. Kicking into the corner now for Pizer. She hit a big three earlier, and she hits another one. Ava Pizer hits another big three, and the lead is cut to 2, 30-28, Wayne Hills. And now the DePaul fans coming alive as well as their bench. Chance of defense. Lepore to the corner for Graff. They're looking down low for Markonovich. Passes over her head, and last touch on Wayne Hills. DePaul basketball.
And now with the crowd in this game, DePaul can definitely take over. They're only down by 2. If they hit a 3, they'll be up by 1 and take the lead finally since the first quarter.
And now Gonzalez is bumped and fouled by Weltman. So now 5 fouls for either side. Second foul on Abby Weltman. And both teams 2 fouls away from the bonus, Isaiah, so it could get interesting late here playing the free throw game for both teams. But as of now, Wayne Hills is up 2. Here's Pizer in the corner, and it's knocked away by Weltman, but she was out of bounds. Good job by Wayne Hills to force a near turnover, but Weltman took a step out of bounds. So DePaul will inbound now on the near baseline. 6:41 to play in the final quarter.
Ooh.
And launching to the other side of the court was Silva. And over the head.
Almost knocking someone in the crowd. Oh, my God.
Into the DePaul bench.
What an
And
arm.
Wayne Hills to come the other way with it now, up by 2. Again, the winner to play the winner of the number 4 seeded Lakeland and the number 5 seeded Manchester next week at JFK in Patterson. But Wayne Hills, this is not a surefire win. It's now a near turnover. Lepore able to save it from a backcourt violation. Again, Wayne Hills only up 2 here. And now Gonzalez nearly jumps the pass. The DePaul bench going crazy off that steal from Gonzalez, but a foul on Sam Graff, it looks like, and now DePaul basketball. 6:15 to go. They have a chance to tie or take the lead.
Jeez, what a sloppy, sequence of events. First, almost a backcourt violation, and then the players are falling all over the place.
Graff comes out. That's her 4th foul, so 1 away from fouling now is Sam Graff. And Shannon Teed back into the game for Wayne Hills. Gonzalez crossing over. Here's Sikorsky. Sikorsky thought about a 3, spinning against 2 defenders. Gonzalez open for 3. It's short. Fight for the rebound with Gordon and Silva and a jump ball. And it'll remain DePaul basketball.
Wow. It's just insane. The atmosphere is insane here. The crowd is going wild with not that many people. It's just an intense game.
Lombardo back in for DePaul. 5:55 to go in the final quarter. In the corner now, Sikorsky head fake to the middle. Jumper, Silva. Couple of bounces and it goes, and DePaul has tied the game. Tied up at 30. The Spartans on a run here, and they've tied the game with 5:33 to go in the fourth quarter. And now the chance of defense again from the Spartan bench.
There's no time for mistakes here. This is where the Patriots have to finally get it going.
And Teed walked with it. All the momentum to DePaul right now.
Yeah,
Another turnover for Wayne Hills, and DePaul has it again with a chance to take the lead.
They just drained the momentum that the Patriots were having in the first 3 quarters. And DePaul just playing very aggressively and making their shots.
Gonzalez harassed by Weltman at the top. Had Sikorsky in the corner. She was open. Now Gonzalez, a good look for three. This is for the lead. It's short, and the rebound to Katie Gordon. Here she comes up the court. Bounce pass she was looking for Teague, and it rolls out of bounds. Wayne Hills with some costly turnovers down the stretch here, Isaiah.
Of course, the turnover and flopping is, like I said, they just can't do that. This is a time where you just have to play it smart and get some good passes, and just look for those cuts.
Under 5 to go. Now a foul against Abby Weltman again. It's her third foul. And Depaul is in the bonus. So that'll send Gonzalez to the line for a 1-and-1. And here we go, Isaiah. Or it'll be Silva to shoot the 1-and-1, rather. My mistake. But here you go, Isaiah. Down the stretch of this one. This is where the foul game comes into play. Is now teed out. Here comes Graff. She's got 4. So 1 foul on Sam Graff, and she's out of here for good. And meanwhile, Silva is at the line to shoot a 1-and-1 for the Spartans, trying to give them the lead. Her first is no good. And Markonovich has the rebound for the Patriots. Lepore in the corner. She was looking for Wellman. Her pass is jumped by Pizer. Last touch on her. She tried to save it from going out of bounds. She couldn't, and Lepore will inbound along the far baseline for Wayne Hills now.
This DePaul team's had many opportunities to take the lead, but they just can't get it going.
And now off the inbound, it's knocked away and stolen. DePaul forcing yet another Wayne Hills turnover. Wayne Hills has played excellent all game, but in the fourth quarter, it's kind of been all DePaul. They've tied the game up. Pizer open in the corner for the lead. She hits another one. And Ava Pizer has given DePaul the lead. Timeout, Wayne Hills.
And now all the momentum is going to the first seed. This is why they're the first seed. No matter how good the Patriots squad is, this is the first seed, DePaul team, and they're going to keep fighting until they take it over, and they've definitely done it with that 3.
Ava Pizer has hit some big shots, Isaiah. Another 3 from the corner by her. Number 13 hitting another big shot in DePaul with their first lead in a while. Up 33-30 now with 4:18 to go in this one.
It's crazy. Patriots had all the momentum in the first 3 quarters, and then, of course, DePaul just comes out. And, of course, they're the first seed. This is why they're the first seed. They play tough. They're not going to give up. They're going to keep going, and that's exactly what they've done. That's why they have the lead right now.
So we'll see what adjustments maybe Coach Gray makes in the huddle. Maybe going to a man-to-man defense, trying to run DePaul off the line a little bit. They've done a decent job of it out of the zone. Not allowing middle penetration, but DePaul just doing a good job, like you said. They're number 1 seed for a reason, Isaiah. The ball movement on this Spartan squad is pretty incredible. They get another good look, and Pizer converts there. So DePaul up 3 now. And now that pass nearly is picked off again. Weltman for the Patriots. Tough shot contested off glass, no good. Pizer the rebound. Past the midway point in the fourth now. 3:55 to go. And now Gonzalez's pass sails out of bounds. She was looking for Silva, and Wayne Hills will come the other way with it now.
Aaron, there's still 4 minutes left. You're only down by 3. Don't let the scoreboard or the crowd distract you. Just make smart passes and get into the basket. They played well for getting points under the paint all game.
Loud chance of defense from the DePaul bench. And another turnover. Markonovich's pass off the hand of Graff. And you can see Coach Green smacking the ball there. His team was up 6 or 7 at some points in the second half, but DePaul has come storming back in this fourth quarter. Still a lot of time left, though. 3:25 to play in the fourth quarter. Sikorsky open in the corner. She was thinking about a 3-and-hour pass through the hands of Lombardo, and another turnover for the Spartans. So Wayne Hills, lots of opportunities. They've got to capitalize here, Isaiah, on
Definitely
some here
do.
down the stretch.
There's still a decent amount of time left, so they have time to do something.
And, another thing to keep an eye on, maybe the 2 best scorers on this Wayne Hills team, and Graff and Weltman, both in foul trouble. Weltman with 3, Graff with 4. Here's Markonovich in the post, and they've got a foul on the floor on Silva. So, 4th foul on Ariana Silva. She's 1 away from fouling out. 3:06 to go. Lepore to inbound for Wayne Hills, trying to flip it up against 2 defenders. getting it to Martinovic, and it's stolen again.
That was a very bad pass from Laporte. Those two defenders in front of Dangela and Martinovic. And whoa, what a block from Abby Weltman.
Weltman knocking the pass out of bounds there, like you mentioned. 2:55 to go. Shannon Teed in, Katarina Laporte out for Wayne Hills. Depaul is in the bonus. Wayne Hills 1 foul away from being in the bonus. 6 fouls on Depaul here in the half. Lombardo up top against Weltman. She's got to be careful. Yeah, and she's arguing, but to be honest, that is a foul. They get Weltman on her 4th. Got too much of the body of Lombardo, and she will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, I was just about to say, everyone has to be careful, and of course, she just fouls right there.
So now Weltman 1 foul away from fouling out. Lombardo at the line, another 1-and-1. Her first free throw is off. Martinovic has the rebound for Wayne Hills. Does Wayne Hills have another couple of bid shots in them? One more bid run here with 2.5 minutes to go to keep their county dreams alive. Weltman, jumper. No, Teed the rebound. Off glass, she missed it. It rolled out, but a foul. Teed unable to convert, but a foul on Depaul will put Wayne Hills into the bonus. So now Teed will be at the line for a 1-and-1.
That's exactly what they need because they don't have to shoot a 3. They can get a nice 2 after if she is able to make the free throw.
Roberts in for Depaul. Jamie Roberts, the junior, in number 12. Taking a seat is Pauline Lombardo. So now here's Shannon T., the freshman, at the line for a 1-and-1. And she hits the first. Cutting it to 2 with 2:22 to go. 33-31 Depaul. Teed second. Too strong. And, oh, wow, a lane violation, on Depaul on the free throw. And now Teed gets another chance on the back end of a 1-and-1. So Wayne Hills catches a break. Here's Teed trying to cut it to 1. So get another opportunity. This is a big one from Teed, the freshman. And she missed it, but Martinovic with the rebound. Her shot is too strong.
Oh, that was a shot she needed to make to tie the game.
Now here's Depaul on the other end. Silva in the middle. Here's Pizer. Wayne Hill's going to have to start fouling eventually, but again, you don't want it to be Raffer Weltman off the shoe of Sikorsky, and a scrum on the floor for the ball. Depaul had possession, and they call a timeout with 2 minutes on the dot to go here in the 4th. Spartans up 2, 33-31.
Yeah, that was a smart timeout from Depaul because the Patriots had a hand on the ball. They could have drove away into the basket and tied the game up finally.
Well, we'll see what Depaul does here coming out of the timeout. You've got 2 minutes left, and we've seen it in a lot of the boys' games that we've called. Only up 2, but I mean, if you can burn 30 seconds off the clock, even if you can't convert, it's a win. You don't want to give. You want to give Wayne Hills as little time as possible to do something on the offensive end. And if you're Wayne Hills, you've got two of your starters with 4 fouls who are obviously going to play, down the stretch of this one, Graff and Weltman. So they're going to have to be careful. You want to go kind of aggressive, try and force a turnover, Isaiah. But again, with Weltman or Graff fouling out, that'll be, pretty costly for Wayne Hills.
And for the Patriots offensively, they just got to play it a little slow it down a bit, make some smart passes, and look for those cuts. So we've seen it many times in this game, but the Patriots just don't take those opportunities.
Silva to inbound. To the left of the scores table, Ariana Silva gets it to Sikorsky. Sarah Park into the game for Wayne Hills now, the sophomore. Sikorsky, couple of crossovers, and she pulls it back out. And here we go. Let's see how much time Depaul can waste. And Park with the steal now for Wayne Hills. Big play by the sophomore.
A play that was much needed there for the Patriots.
Wayne Hills down 2. Graff for 3. No. Oh, she almost had it. It rolled off the rim. Sikorsky with the rebound for Depaul. They've got to get to the cross. Gonzalez, she has to get to the cross. Wow. Very close to a violation. Now here's Pizer. That pass is deflected and stolen. Here comes Jordan on the break. and she's fouled. Katie Dorn is bumped, and she will go to the line for a 1-and-1. 8th foul on Depaul here in the half. And the sophomore, who's had a pretty good offensive game, hasn't done as much in the second half. These are big free throws now from Katie Dorn. 1:16 to go. Patriots down 2.
Just got to make them. They take it nice and calm. Nice, calm shots. Calm shots.
Her first is strong off the back of the rim, and Sikorsky has the rebound. Pizer to the block, and she pulls it back out, and you can hear the Depaul coach screaming for his team to pull it out, and now a turnover. Teed with the right hand, she ties the game with 55 seconds to go. The freshman with a huge play. And here we go.
No, the ball can
Hard
waste some clock.
Underneath. Oh, and Roberts is fouled with 44.2. That's only the 9th foul, though. It's still a 1-and-1. So we'll miss here, and Wayne Hills can call a timeout and maybe take the last shot of the game, Isaiah.
That's true.
So a big free throw here coming for the junior Roberts. If she knocks it down, she'll get another one. A chance to put her Spartans up 2. But if she misses, Wayne Hills kind of has, the game in their hands.
Yeah, it's just can't call it a turnover if they do have the ball in their hands. They can't do that. They have to waste as much time as possible.
Roberts hits the first. That's big from the junior. This one maybe even bigger. Trying to make it a 2-point game with 44.2 to go. 34-33 Depaul. And her second is short, but Sikorsky with the rebound for the Spartans. A costly offensive rebound for Wayne Hills, and now they're going to be forced to foul. Time is winding down. Silva puts up a jumper. No, and Teed has it.
What a bad shot. You shouldn't have taken that. Now the Patriots have a team has a chance.
Teed now the other way. It's out of bounds off DePaul. Lombardo in, and Roberts out for DePaul. 26 seconds to go, and now a timeout by Coach Green and Wayne Hills.
Man, she shouldn't have done that. Now she's giving the Patriots some life.
Yeah, Silva with 30 seconds on the clock had it along the baseline, and Martinovic wasn't even fouling. But she took a shot. If she knocked it down, it would have been a 3-point game. It would have been great if you knocked it down, but in all honesty, Isaiah, you said it, not a great shot there. And Wayne Hills now only down 26 seconds. They can hold for the final shot and try to win this one.
That's true. They didn't even need 3. If they make a shot, they take the lead.
So it's been a great one so far.
Yes, back and forth.
And should be a very good finish to this one, an exciting one throughout. And once again, it should be an exciting finish as Wayne Hill's trying to pull a big upset here on the road, Isaiah. And, I mean, if you're Coach Green, even if you don't come out with a win, you can't really ask for much more. I'm sure he's going to be proud of his team either way. That's just kind of the way he is. But, again, I think any coach would be proud of, being down only 1 to the number 1 seed on the road with 26 seconds left in a county game. I think any coach would kind of take that.
Yeah, they definitely kept it competitive in the fourth quarter. Even though when they were down, they came back and now they have a chance to take the lead and finally put a cap on this game.
So if Wayne Hills gets fouled, they'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. Remember that. So a lot of things could happen here potentially here, but you hear the DePaul bench chanting the loud chants of defense once again. Graff now off the inbound. Back up top. Wellman, that pass is nearly stolen. Wellman hangs on to it. Martinovic, too strong. Rebounded by Sikorsky. Yeah, they've got a foul.
Right now, foul. That's the person you want to foul right now. Foul.
10 seconds, and now T commits the foul against Pizer with 9.4. Martinovic, that was a tough shot. It was too strong off glass. And now Pizer with 2 shots at the line. The 10th foul of the half. So Wayne Hills has to hope for a couple of misses here.
DePaul makes both of them, then the Patriots are going to need a 3. And we can see an overtime game again, back-to-back overtime games. That would be very exciting.
Pizer hits the first. Even if she makes this one, it's a 1-possession game. Wayne Hills is going to need a 3, but they've still got a chance, even if Pizer hits this one. And her second is good. Timeout, Wayne Hills. They're down 3 with 9.4. What a finish this is going to be, Isaiah.
This Patriots' chances of winning this game is slipping away, but they still have a chance with 9 seconds left, and just need to score 3 and get a nice open shot.
Well, if you're Coach Green, I would say maybe door to Graf, but again, I'm sure Depaul is kind of expecting that, so maybe an unsung hero needs to knock down a shot here for Wayne Hills. We'll see what Coach Green is going to draw up in the huddle, but certainly Wayne Hills still with a lot of life here. 9.4 seconds. They've got to hit a 3, however, so it'll be interesting to see what they do out of the timeout.
I mean, I wouldn't give it to Graf. She hasn't shot well outside, but they just got to find someone who's open, and it's a pretty nice shooter.
So again, 9.4 to go. And again, here's the interesting thing, Isaiah. DePaul up 3. If Wayne Hills hasn't gotten a shot off with maybe 5 seconds, if you're the Spartans, do you just foul and send them to the line? And then if they miss a free throw, the game's pretty much over. So
That's true.
If you're Wayne Hills, you're working against the clock, but you're also working against DePaul, who may want to foul you right away. So here we go. Wayne Hills, this is their county dreams right here. In the quarterfinal round, they played an excellent game so far, but the number 1 seed in DePaul is prevailing with 9.4 seconds. Here we go. Gordon. 5 seconds. Park for the tie. No good. And it's rebounded by Roberts with 2 seconds to go. And that may just do it.
Yeah.
Park had a good look, but she couldn't knock it down. And now Roberts to go to the line. And if she hits 1 free throw, that'll pretty much do it. And DePaul will advance to the semifinals.
It's just crazy how the Patriots were just leading this whole game in DePaul, first-seeded team. Like I said, they don't go away. That's why the first seed able to come back and take the lead and now have a chance to finish this off.
Roberts hits the first. Lombardo set to check in. And that'll pretty much do it. DePaul up 4 now with 2 seconds. Roberts, the junior, on her second, no good. Teed launches no shot. And with 0.9 seconds now, a stoppage in play. Looks like the timeout was called, so down 4 Wayne Hills with 0.9 seconds. Yeah, that'll pretty much do it. Roberts hitting the first one. If you were Wayne Hills, I mean, if she missed that first one, you would still have a chance. But again, Isaiah, maybe just too much of a deficit to overcome here for the Patriots.
I mean, the only chance they have is if they get a 3 and they get fouled. That'll be a 4-point play, but the chances of that are very slight.
Well, again, I don't think the ball is going to be advanced, which it's going to be tough. Like you said, they're going to be inbounding side out. Or no, they're going to be inbounding, I believe, from the length of the court. So if you're Wayne Hills, it's going to take a miracle. You got to throw a baseball pass, throw it up, and hope you get fouled and make it. So, again, one last-ditch effort here for Wayne Hills with 0.9 seconds to go. Graf, Wellman, Park, Teed, and Gordon, the 5 for the Patriots.
You're going to need a wild baseball pass.
Yeah, well, DePaul's just going to kind of side off here as Graf inbounds up ahead. Gordon, open 3. She launches in and out off glass, and that'll do it. So Wayne Hills falls just short here in the county quarterfinal, and the number 1 seed, DePaul, will be moving on next week to take on the winner of Lakeland and Manchester. But, Isaiah, a great game played by Wayne Hills here today. The underdog, the 8 seed, they come in here, give it their all, but DePaul, like we mentioned a lot throughout the broadcast, a very talented team, and they come away with a win 37-33.
I mean, the Patriots gave it their all. They kept it competitive the whole game. They led in the first 3 quarters. You can't feel sad about that. Even though it's a loss, you played well, and just the better team won. DePaul won the first seed, and of course it was a tense game. But what are you gonna do about it? You just gotta move on and just keep playing.
Well, Coach Green and his team, they would have loved to win this one, but Isaiah, again, they've got the rest of the regular season to play out, and they're going to look ahead to states. They're 9-10 right now, 7-8 in the Mid North. So, they're going to be in the state tournament. So, kind of like the boys team, this kind of gives them a chance to kind of just focus on states, kind of put their head down, have some tunnel vision, try and grind out the rest of the regular season and get set for the state tournament. So one last time from DePaul Catholic High School in Wayne, the Spartans of DePaul Catholic defeating the Patriots of Wayne Hills 37-33 here in the Passaic County Tournament quarterfinal round. I'm Aaron Hook alongside Isaiah Ahumada, Luca Yannuzzi behind the camera. We will see you next time.